New information has surfaced about LEGO Star Wars sets in 2025, so today I'm going to be covering every single 2025 LEGO Star Wars set leak and all the information we know about them. So let's get into it. So starting off with the one and only March 1st release, this is the AT-AT driver helmet, and this set will be an 18 plus set and will include 730 pieces. I speculate the price will be $70 because the going rate for helmets, although we haven't seen a helmet since 2023, as for some reason there were no helmet sets in 2024. But the helmet line is returning in 2025, and the first one will be the AT-AT driver helmet on March 1st. Now moving on to sets releasing on May 1st of 2025. The first set is 75399, the U-Wing Fighter, and this set will be based off of Andor Season 2, which is pretty exciting. The rumored retail price is $70, we don't know the piece count yet. And yeah, it's a pretty exciting set. I really like the version from the Rogue One movie. I think that was a really underrated set. This will very likely be smaller than the last one because I believe the price is lower than the last one. I think it can still be a pretty good set. I feel like the original one was pretty underrated, honestly. And if it looks anything like that one, it's going to be a good set. And I'm excited to see what the minifigures are as well, as currently there is no rumored selection. The next set releasing on May 1st is at 75406. This will be a MIDI scale Kylo Ren shuttle, and this will be the first sequel set in quite some time actually. I think the last one was the holodeck diorama, but other than that one, it's been a while since we've gotten a real sequel set. The retail price of the set will be $70, and it's determined to be determined to know the piece count for the set. Will of course be an 18 plus set. I think this could be a good set. It's probably going to be overpriced. I feel like a lot of mini scale sets are pretty overpriced because they don't include any minifigures. But I think they'll do a good job with the ship. It's going to be nice to have a Kylo Ren shuttle on shelves again. The next setup is 75407. This will be a buildable Star Wars logo, retailing for $60 with 700 pieces. This will be an 18 plus set and will not, unlike the Marvel logo, this set will not include the minifigures, so that's definitely a disappointment. I'm not interested in the set at all, personally. I think some people might enjoy it, but honestly, why not just get a regular Star Wars logo? Why does that have to be a Lego set? Kind of a weird set choice, honestly. I definitely wish it would come with some minifigures, but yeah, I mean, it's an interesting idea, I guess. The next set for May 1st is at 75408, a Jango Fett helmet, retailing for $60, and this, of course, will be an 18 plus set. This is the second helmet we'll be seeing in 2025. I think this is a great choice. The Boba Fett helmet was a really good set, and it was a really big fan favorite. I think Jango Fett helmet is a great set choice to be included for 2025, especially with the set a little later in the video we'll talk about. So yeah, I think it's a good choice. I think it's going to be a good set. Excited to see how it looks. Next up is set 75409, a UCS Jango Fett Starship, aka Slave 1, for $300, including 2,970 pieces. This is a super exciting set. The last Jango Fett Slave 1 we got, I believe, was way back in 2002, so it's been a very long time since we got a Jango Fett Slave 1. I expect this set to be really good. It's also rumored to include the most detailed version of Jango Fett ever, including arm printing, and the young Boba Fett figure. Those are the only two figures included in the set. Honestly, I think that's fine. The set is focused on the build, and I'm sure the minifigures in the set will be good. I'm just really excited to see how the build looks, and especially compared to that 2015 Slave one, that was a great set, so I'm super excited to see how the set looks. We just saw both a Jango Fett helmet and a Jango Fett ship, and now there's going to be a Kylo Ren helmet to go with the Kylo Ren shuttle set coming out. Of course, it is technically the 10th year anniversary of The Force Awakens, so it's good to see a few sequel sets. I'm glad there's not too many. Anyway, this set will be 75415 Kylo Ren helmet retailing for $70. It, of course, will be an 18 plus set. I'm sure they'll do a great job with it. Kylo Ren's helmet is a really cool looking helmet, I'll be honest. So I'm excited to see. Obviously, I'm not a big sequel fan, but I'm excited to see how the set will look. I think it'll be a good design overall. And the last set releasing on May 1st of 2025 is going to be set 75416, a buildable chopper for $100. We don't know the piece count yet, but I think this will be a great set. It'll go great with that R2D2 set. It's probably going to have a lot of things that can like come out of the body and like little arms and saws and stuff like that. It's probably going to have some really cool play features. This is not an 18 plus set. This is meant to be like a play set for kids, just like the R2D2. It'll definitely include a chopper minifigure, which is pretty cool, but obviously there won't be any anniversary minifigure, so there might be a little bit less appeal for this one, but I'm definitely excited to see how Chopper looks. I feel like he's a little bit more unique than R2D2, just because R2D2 has been done so many times. Alright, now moving on to LEGO Star Wars sets releasing on June 1st of 2025, starting out with set 75400. This is going to be a Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter Microfighter for $13 with 89 pieces. And the last video I made, it was still rumored that the Plo Koon Starfighter set was going to be a minifigure scale playset, and unfortunately now it's been switched to a microfighter. Now I'm glad that they at least released a microfighter and not cancel the set overall, because obviously I want a Plo Koon minifigure to be available. It's been so long since we got Plo Koon. It's been like literally like 11 years since we got Plo Koon, which is insane. I obviously would have loved a playset so much more than a microfighter. I'm just still glad we're getting the Plo Koon figure. Obviously, this is the day one buy for me. I need to get that Plo Koon figure, but I definitely wish they would have stuck with the idea of a Plo Koon Starfighter playset, and of course that would have gone really well with the Arc 172. So it's definitely a disappointment not to get a playset, but overall, I'm glad that we are going to be getting a unique Jedi like Plo Koon. Next set for June 1st is set 75411, a Darth Maul mech for $16. Honestly, this is a great choice for mech, if I'm being honest. I feel like Darth Maul's a character that totally worked for a mech. It's kind of weird they're only releasing one mech a year at this point. Like, we only got the Luke mech last year, and this year is going to be the Darth Maul mech, so that's a little interesting. Yeah, I think that's good. There's been a lot of Darth Maul figures lately, so it's not going to be like the craziest figure. It'll probably just be like the same one from those Clone Wars Season 7 sets. Yeah, but I think it'll be a good mech overall, and I'm decently excited for this one. And the third and final set releasing on June 1st is going to be set 75412, Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Pack based off of Ahsoka. The set will be retailing for $20, the normal for battle packs now. And yeah, it's rumored to include 2 Death Troopers and 2 Night Troopers, and they're both going to be obviously the zombie, like it's going to be the zombie Death Troopers, not regular Death Troopers. It's obviously based off the Peridia planet. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's going to be like one of those gunships from the show as the build, which is obviously going to be super downsized, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good battle pack. It's not like my number one choice for battle pack, but I think it's good to get more of those Night Troopers on the market, and it's going to be definitely cool to see those zombie Death Troopers. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for this set. Alright, now moving on to the biggest wave of 2025 LEGO Star Wars sets. This is going to be August 1st of 2025, and we're starting off with a super exciting set 75413, a UT-AT retailing for $150 with just 813 pieces. And this is super exciting. It's rumored to include Galactic Marines. I think if it includes Galactic Marines, it obviously has to include Commander Bakara, so that's super, super exciting. It's just great to get another big clone vehicle. The ATT was such a great set. Of course, the Gyro Gunship was a mixed bag, and this set I think is going to be good. I think the build's going to be good. The piece count is a little concerning, I'll be honest. I'm not normally a person that is concerned by piece counts, but 800 pieces for $150 is a little crazy. There's probably going to be a lot of big pieces in the set, so I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, I'm just super excited for the minifigures. Obviously, gotta have Ki-Adi-Mundi, so that's another Jedi we're getting for this year, which is great. And probably at least like 2 or 3 Galactic Marines with Commander Bakara, and probably a few droids. So yeah, it's super exciting. Up next is a super weird set leak. It's at 75414, rumored to be $50 with 349 pieces. And some leakers are saying this is going to be a turbo tank, like a clone turbo tank, which obviously doesn't make much sense. I feel like the minimum for that set would be like at least $100, and that's to be a really small turbo tank. So $50 would make no sense. That'd be a really bad turbo tank. And then the other half of the leakers are saying that it's going to be some sort of rebuild the Galaxy set, which obviously makes more sense. So I'm probably going to assume it's going to be that set. But it's definitely weird that some reputable leakers are saying that it's a turbo tank. So maybe there could be a turbo tank coming out in like a different set number or something. So yeah, definitely interesting. If there is a turbo tank coming out, I'm super excited. But for this set, it's kind of hard to get excited for it because you don't really know exactly which one it is. I'm sure we'll get more confirmation pretty soon. But for now, it's kind of a mystery between which one of those two it'll be. But honestly, I think it's going to be Rebuild the Galaxy. I don't see a $50 turbo tank happening. Up next is a very interesting set leak. It says 75417. This is rumored to be an AT-ST Walker in the 18 plus style for $200 with 1,513 pieces. I'm assuming it's going to be a UCS set if it's 18 plus. And that's really interesting because usually we only get 2 UCS sets a year, one in May, which of course is going to be the Jango Fett Slave 1, and one in October, which I'm going to cover in a few minutes. And it looks like there's going to be a third this year, and that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see a UCS AT-ST. I think it's been since like 2010, 2011, something like that since we got one. So I'm definitely excited to see a UCS AT-ST. AT-STs are one of the coolest vehicles in Star Wars, I would say. Up next is set 75430, available Ewok for $90. We don't know the piece count yet. This is kind of just like I don't know. I don't really care that much about it. I don't know how good it's going to look for $90. And Ewok, I mean, they're like interesting characters to me. I don't hate them as much as a lot of people do, but I'm not going to really be interested in this set. I think it's good for it to be in the market, though. I think there will be a market for this set. Up next is another very exciting leak, and it's at 75431, the 327th Star Core Battle Pack, retailing for $40 with 258 pieces. This is really, really exciting. We actually do have a rumor minifigure selection for the set. We don't know the specific characters going to be included, but we do know there's going to be 4 clone minifigures, so no more than a regular battle pack. I expect one of those to be Commander Bly, which is obviously bad for a battle pack, but good to get him on the market. He's never been made. And then there's going to be 3 Super Battle Droids, which is honestly kind of a letdown. I would have rather had some different types of droids or something, because we already had 3 Super Battle Droids in the Clone versus Droid Battle Pack. And the builds in the set are rumored to be an AT-RT and Spider Droids. I don't really know how that fills out 258 pieces. Like, how does 2 Dwarf Spider Droids and an ATRT fill out 258 pieces plus the minifigures. So that's going to be interesting to see. I don't know if those will end up being the builds, and if they are the builds, I would expect there to be something else. Definitely a little bit of disappointment on the build side of things, and a little bit on the minifigure side too. I definitely would prefer some other droids. I do hope the lies in the set overall, even though it's bad for army building. It's just this set is $40 at the end of the day, and it's going to be harder to army build than most battle packs. I do wish it was like a cheaper $20 battle pack for the 327 Star Core, but you know, they're trying to make money. It's definitely a little frustrating, but I'm just glad that there's going to be 327 Troopers on the market. Up next is the set that I'm probably most excited for out of the entire 2025 set leaks. And this is set 75432 V-19 Torrent for $60, and this is going to be based off of the Clone Wars. I'm super excited for this set. It's been a very long time since we got a V-19 Torrent. It's actually been 16 years since we got a V-19 Torrent. Actually, wait, I think it's 16 or 17. It was either 2008 or 2009. So long overdue. Really excited to have some alongside the ARC-170. And the rumor minifix collection really is the reason why this is the leak I'm the most excited for. And the rumor minifix collection is a Phase 1 clone pilot, and I hope it has a new helmet mold. I honestly could see them doing that, so I'm really excited for a new helmet mold Phase 1 clone pilot. And the next two figures are pretty crazy. A Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, which we haven't gotten in so long. I've wanted a Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi for so long because I don't have any, because obviously I wasn't collecting back in the day that he was in those sets. And the third minifigure is an Asajj Ventress, which is pretty dang awesome. It's been like since 2015 since we've had Ventress in a set. So two very long overdue characters and two very requested figures from the community. So I'm super excited to see those figures in a set. I think this is going to be a really good set overall. I think this is going to sell like hotcakes. Going to be a very popular set, and it'll definitely be a day one buy for me. Up next for August sets is set 75434, a buildable K2SO for $90, based off of Andor Season 2. When it was rumored to get another Andor Season 2 set, I definitely would have preferred a minifigure scale set, but this will be a cool set. I'm glad there'll be another K2SO minifigure on the market because it's been since the original release of Rogue One since we've had one. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it looks, and I think it's an interesting set choice to say the least. Up next is the set I'm probably the second most excited for out of all the 2025 sets, and that's set 75435 in MTT for $150. And this is super exciting. It's actually rumored to be the Clone Wars version of MTT, so the gray and dark blue color scheme, and not the brown color scheme from the Phantom Menace. So I'm super excited for that. It'll be the first iteration of that we've ever gotten. For minifigures in the set, I just expect to be a ton of battle droids to be included, like at least like 15 battle droids probably, and then maybe like a Jedi, maybe like a tactical droid. A tactical droid would be awesome since it's been like since like 2010 since we've gotten a tactical droid, and that was the only time we ever got one. So I would love to see a tactical droid in the set. But overall, I'm super excited to have a big Separatist vehicle finally. The last Separatist vehicle we got was like 2020 with the AAT, but we haven't had a big Separatist vehicle in like forever. So I'm super excited to get the MTT. The set number is not going to be in order on this one since it kind of league well is making the video, but it's at 75428, a buildable B1 battle droid for $100. This is actually the third buildable character I'm getting on August 1st, which seems like a little much to me. I think that B1 battle droid is a great choice. I feel like I'm really surprised that they haven't done that until now. So yeah, I think it'll be a good set. It's just kind of crazy that releasing 3 buildable characters on August 1st. That's kind of a lot. So that's it for August 1st, and now we're moving on to the one and only October 1st release leak so far. And this will be 75419, a UCS Death Star. And this is rumored to be the first ever $1,000 Lego set. That's right. It's going to be retailing for $1,000. Of course, it's an 18 plus that has the UCS set. I expect the set to be really, really awesome. It's going to be obviously the most expensive Lego set ever, so it's got to be pretty good, honestly. I expect it to be like the full exterior plus the interior, I would say. That's what I really want it to be. I could see them going down the route of doing just the exterior, just like a massive Death Star, and that would be a big disappointment for me. And at that point, if they're doing that, they probably wouldn't include very many minifigures. And I'm hoping to have like at least 20 minifigures in the set. Like the other play scale Death Stars we've gotten, I've included tons and tons of minifigures. So I hope we at least get 20 minifigures from the set. And I hope it depicts scenes from both A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, like the ones in the playsets have. I just hope it's like a bigger playset, but then like with all like the exterior panels on it. It's gonna be great. I hope it's over like 8,000 pieces too. Super excited to see this set. Watch reviews about it and stuff. Super excited. Probably will never have the chance to get it in my collection, but maybe someday. Who knows? And lastly, for the 2025 set leaks, we have a couple sets that we don't know with the release date. The first one is set 30708, a Millennium Falcon pod bag for $5. Honestly, I expect this to be revealed in like the next few weeks and released in like March or April or something like that. Obviously, not super exciting. It's actually the first ever Millennium Falcon poly bags. We've gotten foil bags for it, but we've never actually gotten like a regular poly bag for it, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of hard to believe. But yeah, I mean, it's not exciting at all, but it's a fine poly, I guess. And the last set is set 75433, which has no name or release date tied to it. Who knows what this could be? Maybe this could be the Turbo Tank, and the other sets would be the Galaxy, and this could be a Turbo Tank. That would be awesome. I would love that. This is the only other set number for the entire year. So yeah, this is the last one. I don't know if this will be the last set or not. Like, obviously, we're going to get gift purchases for May 4th, and probably one with the Death Star. So there might be other sets coming out that we just don't know. There's just no set number for it right now. But this is the last known set number, and we don't know what they could be, but let your imagination run wild, I guess, with the sets this could be. So that's all of our current 2025 LEGO Star Wars set leaks. It sounds like an absolutely incredible year. This is probably going to be the best year for LEGO Star Wars in a very, very long time, if not ever. Like, the fact that we're getting a UT-AT, a Clone Wars MTT, a V-19 Torrent, an ARC 170, a $1,000 Death Star, and all the other sets we're getting, like the Plo Koon Microfighter, the Night Trooper Battle Pack, all those sets, the Jango Fett Slave 1 UCS set, like all those sets together. Like, it's just gonna be a crazy year. I'm super, super excited for it. And if you guys are, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to the most. I'm probably looking forward to the V-19 Torrent the most, followed closely by the MTT, the UT-AT, and the 327 Star Core Battle Pack. All out Republic era stuff. Super fun. Super excited for it. Yeah, and yeah, overall I'm super excited for the 2025 LEGO Star Wars sets. Again, guys, let me know what set you're most excited for in the comment section below. And subscribe for more cool LEGO videos.